everyone, I'm Celeste Arnold. I'm here to discuss our legal duties as an organization. Good Health Inc. breached its legal duties by failing to maintain the mandatory compliance programs as outlined by the Health and Human Services Office of the Office of the Inspector General. Healthcare is a highly regulated and risk-adverse industry. Federal laws govern many areas of a healthcare organization's operations. Health and Human Services grantees and healthcare providers must comply with a variety of rules, regulations, and laws. These include Medicare, Medicaid, and private coverage, billing, and coding requirements, Medicare conditions for participation, HIPAA privacy and security, licensing certification requirements, drug and alcohol treatment privacy regulations, grant rules and regulations, and the criminal prohibition on physician self-referrals. Compliance with applicable laws and professional ethics and standards is critical to operating effectively. According to Strategic Management Services, the nation's leading healthcare compliance consulting firm, effective compliance programs can be defined as those that avoid or minimize liabilities, including legal or regulatory penalties and potential civil litigation. So the challenge for Good Health Inc. is to develop an effective compliance program for its 4 hospitals, ensuring continuous compliance in a constantly evolving regulatory climate. The Good Health Inc. compliance program will need to reevaluate current processes and develop new effective programs to ensure the organization adheres to federal and state policies and procedures. According to the Office of the Inspector General, there are 7 fundamental elements of a compliance program that Good Health Inc. will need to follow. Establishing written policies and procedures. An organization should have an established set of compliance standards and procedures. These shouldn't be a paper-only document, but a living document that promotes organizational culture that encourages ethical conduct, and a commitment to compliance with applicable regulations and laws. Compliance professionals. An organization should have the appropriate high-level personnel overseeing compliance and ethics functions. A specific executive should be given the overall responsibility for this. Effective training. Failure to train and educate staff adequately creates a risk liability for the violation of healthcare fraud and abuse laws. Effective communication. The Office of the Inspector General describes open communication as a product of organizational culture and internal mechanisms for reporting instances of the potential fraud and abuse. Enforcement of standards. The effective enforcement and cultural responsibility of these standards to be enforced. Internal monitoring. With effective auditing and monitoring plans, hospitals might avoid submitting incorrect claims to healthcare program payers. A prompt response. The goal for hospitals is to respond consistently to all detected deficiencies and to develop effective corrective action plans to prevent further losses to federal healthcare programs. All right, thank you.